How to find great topics to blog and post about as an influencer. If you want to be a successful influencer, then you need to provide value to your audience. To do that, you need to post regularly about topics that interest them and that provide some kind of value. This is easier said than done. How do you come up with great new ideas for blog posts or pictures with tips underneath or YouTube videos? How do you do this every day of the week for years and years to come without becoming derivative, dull, or repetitive? Here are some tips that can help. Write ideas down. You will have days when you are extremely inspired and days when you extremely are not. A key tip is to write down your best ideas as they come to you so that you can later read them back. Keep a Wunderlist or similar online list and update it continuously. Read. One of the most important ways to come up with new ideas is to read around the topic that you are operating in. That means reading books and established texts, but also reading the news and ideas from competitor sites. Let all that information jumble around inside your brain and then regurgitate it as something new. See what's trending. Often the most successful content is content that is trending or that in some way speaks to the zeitgeist in your niche. To find these kinds of ideas, you can use tools like BuzzSumo. This will show you the most popular posts in any given niche, which will in turn give you ideas for things to write about. You can even bounce off popular news posts with your own take or response. Another way to do this is look at Google Trends. Here you can see how search data changes over time in order to see what's increasingly on people's minds and what is not. Choose your niche well. The other crucial thing to do is to ensure that you choose your niche well to begin with. That means that you should know and love the topic you're working in, which will make it much easier to keep coming up with new ideas. Repost. When you're really stuck, don't be afraid to occasionally repost or recycle old content. You can do this by posting an old image on Instagram, Throwback Thursday, or by sharing older posts from your blog to social media again. How to get brand deals as an influencer. As an influencer, one of your biggest goals is most likely to start getting brand deals. This is literally living the dream for many people, being paid to wear clothes or use products, sometimes thousands of dollars for a single post. You've created your platform, you've built the audience, you've gained their trust. Now how do you land those great deals? Keep listening and you'll find out. The first thing to do is to make sure that you are putting out great content consistently, with a clear target audience. That latter point is important because it's the target audience that is ultimately going to appeal to the advertisers. They must see that you're being consistent and that your followers are listening to you. At the same time, ensure it is obvious that you are open to suggestions from sponsors. You can put this right in your bio and in any other online profile. Simply state that you are open to sponsors and tell them how to contact you. LinkedIn is another particularly good place to do this. If you keep doing this, then as your numbers grow, you are highly likely to start getting inquiries and requests. But if that's not fast enough for you, then you need to get proactive. One way to do this is to reach out to the sponsors personally. Find a company that you have noticed is sponsoring other channels and that you would think would be a good fit for your own channel. Once you've done that, send them an email and explain your situation and that you would love to support them. Show that you believe passionately about what they are doing and that you have the followers and the engagement to help them out. Know how much you are worth. You can use a number of tools online to calculate this. Just don't make the mistake of accepting far less than you should. Be cautious of brands that are offering to pay on a commission-only basis. You are not a salesperson, and you don't want to dedicate all your time to promoting their platform or service. Finally, another option is to sign up for a number of online networks designed specifically to connect brands and creators. A good example is Grapevine. These will list your brand along with your stats, and brands will then be able to message you through the platform. How to work with the top influencers in your niche. One of the very best ways to get yourself to the top of the heap as an influencer is to volunteer to work with other big influencers. Most niches have an established hierarchy of top creators. If you can be accepted by these names, then you'll find it leads to huge exposure for you early on, as well as key endorsements from people who matter in that circle. The only problem, as a small creator, messaging a massive YouTuber or Instagram star will normally result in no response. How do you get them to answer and, better yet, to work with you? Here's what you need to know. Start small. It's tempting to go after the guy or gal with 5 million subs, but keep in mind that they probably get 100,000 emails a day. Unless your name immediately jumps out at them in their inbox, then they're not going to be motivated to click on your email. So instead, start with the smaller creators. Start with the other micro-influencers that are currently in a similar position to you. You'll both benefit by sharing your audience, and then each time you grow this way, you can take on a slightly bigger creator next time. Make yourself known. Don't just go straight for the kill with a message asking to collaborate. Instead, spend some time posting comments on their videos, liking their Instagram posts, and contributing to the discussion on their Facebook page. They'll see this, and you'll become known to them, such that when you email, they'll be far more likely to look. Message more than once. It's very important not to pester a big creator, as you can very quickly get blocked and ruin your reputation before you even get started. But just because they didn't answer you right away, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try again. Wait a while, then politely ask if they got your last message. Remember, these guys are very busy and get a lot of messages. They might have fully intended to message you back but became snowed under. Give them another chance. Network in person. The very best way to get creators to give you the time of day is to meet them in person, where you can make a much bigger impact much faster. Attend networking events and make sure to hone in on the people you want to work with.
If you liked the video, please give us a like and do not forget to subscribe.